Hello ladies and gentlemen of America, and welcome back to the American Veritas YouTube channel. This week I want to talk about Jeb Bush's tax plan that he unveiled last week in the Wall Street Journal. As you can see here, it was in last Wednesday, I believe, that he laid it out. And I want to take his plan and I want to compare it against Donald Trump's plan. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to demonstrate how, point by point, that Donald Trump's plan is far better and far more beneficial for all Americans in almost every tax bracket when you compare them directly to each other. The first part I want to talk about is Jeb Bush's income tax plan. Jeb Bush would basically pare down the current 7 income tax brackets to 3, consisting of 10%, 25%, and 28%. As a basis of comparison, the current top marginal rate under Obama is 39.6%. What's interesting is all 3 of these marginal tax rates are higher for taxpayers in Jeb Bush's plans than they are for Donald Trump's plan. Jeb claims he would return the highest marginal tax rate to 28%, where it was when Ronald Reagan signed into law his monumental and successful 1986 Tax Reform Act. Well, if Jeb's top marginal rate of 28% is as sweeping as Ronald Reagan's plan of 1986, then Donald Trump's tax plan of a top marginal rate of 15% is even more sweeping than Ronald Reagan's plan in 1986 that created over 30 million jobs. I can prove this. These are not hypothetical numbers. These are taken directly from both Jeb Bush's tax plan and Donald Trump's, and I'm going to compare them directly. For instance, if you're a single filer and you make between $0 to $43,750, in Jeb Bush's plan you pay a 10% income tax. In Donald Trump's plan, you pay between 1 to 5% maximum marginal tax rate, meaning up to $30,000 you pay 1%. Above $30,000 you pay 5% income tax. That's less than half of Jeb's rate for lower income Americans. Now here's a substantial difference in their marginal tax rates. If you earn between $43,751 to $97,750 in Jeb's plan, you pay 25%. In Donald Trump's plan, you pay just 5%. Now comparing the top marginal rates for both candidates consists of, if you make $97,751 or more, you pay 28% in Jeb's plan. At that same amount, you pay 10% until you make over $1 million. Then you pay the top rate in Trump's plan, which is 15%. So any way you cut it, you pay less in Donald Trump's income tax reform plan. Now another point of comparison, Jeb wants to cut the corporate income tax rate to 20%. Trump wants to eliminate the corporate income tax to 0. Jeb also claims to end corporate inversion, which is when small overseas companies buy big U.S. companies so they both can enjoy the lowest tax rate possible, costing American jobs and revenue. He proposes a one-time 8.75% tax over 10 years on more than $2 trillion in corporate profits overseas. Now let me ask you, what is more likely to stop corporate inversion? A one-time 8.75% tax payable over 10 years to ease the pain? Or rather Trump's plan to discourage U.S. companies from leaving the country by taxing them at a rate of somewhere between 20 to 35% tariffs to keep jobs and tax revenue in this country? Obviously Trump's plan, which also encourages U.S. companies to stay or return to the U.S. by eliminating corporate taxes on them. Like Trump, Jeb claims to eliminate tax loopholes for hedge fund managers. Now where did he get that idea from? Not from Lehman Brothers, who Jeb used to work for. From the Donald, of course. Like his father, he has made it known Jeb would raise taxes in exchange for a promise to cut spending. For example, in 2011, Bush said he would absolutely support a deficit reduction deal of $1 of additional revenue for every $10 in spending cuts. A theoretical deal rejected by every single one of the 2012 GOP presidential candidates. This according to research analysis by Center for Tax Justice. And you remember how well President Bush Sr.'s "Read my lips, no new taxes" pledge went. Overall, Trump's plan is far superior than Bush's, and it'll be beneficial to all Americans. It appeals to both populists by keeping American companies and businesses in this country, and it'll also appeal to traditional supply-siders because it'll cut marginal tax rates at an even more sweeping percent than Ronald Reagan did in 1986. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to need somebody who knows how to create jobs. Donald Trump's tax plan is better than Jeb Bush's, and it's better than anybody else's in the race. And this is going to be important because the truth is, the United States government is on the verge of financial collapse. It can't meet its financial obligations. We're at $18 trillion in debt. There's no way this government and the American people are ever going to be able to pay that back. The reality is, whoever the next president of the United States is going to have to deal with the economic catastrophe that is most likely to occur. Donald Trump has managed over 500 companies. He's created more jobs than these politicians could even have ever imagined. He knows how to create jobs, and he knows how to restructure debt and make companies successful again. And that's what we're going to need, because the reality is this country already is bankrupt. It's just a matter of time before the government declares it. Whoever the next president is going to be, they're going to have to pick up the pieces and try to make America great again. And there's only one person who has the track record and experience who knows how to do that, and that's Donald Trump. So please remember that, and let's try to make America great again. Thank you.